All right, so we got the SPY really pretty flat. You know, it's been putting in new all-time highs, but these are pretty small candles. They're pretty nice. Again, I'm on a JP Morgan. That was really a nice trade today on the lottery on that one. But our VRT trades were beautiful. They were, and I think the exit timing was almost perfect for today. Very nice job on that. And again, Roblex moving up here, starting to look much better. Sarepta, I don't know about Sarepta. Yeah, Sarepta's actually flat right now. So in a big, huge, strong market like this is a pretty good sign that Sarepta is still bearish. So we just hang again. It needs to stay below the 1830 level. So it's doing that so far. See if we have any questions here. We have a lot of folks here this morning. Surprised on a short day for a holiday. How's the super system on it, AVGO? Pretty good. Pretty good spot right here. Again, it's coming off the 15. You've got momentum moving up, going to blue. Yeah, it's fine. The strike on AVGO, it's 275. Next strike up, just one out of the money, 275. They're going for about 50 cents, I think, right now. And it's the lottery. You know, these things can work or they cannot work. I mean, this is not something you would kind of risk a lot of money on. I think AVGO, it's going for about 47 cents right now for the 275s. Now, if you look at it, you see what you look at on something like this. If you get a bounce, it's been up almost to 276. So if it goes close to 276, you'll make some money on the trade. Again, I'm out of all the JPM lotteries right now. Out of VRT, those worked out beautifully. JPM worked out nice. AVGO is a nice look. I like that one. That was a nice look on a potential lottery. I'm not going to do a lot. I mean, you got to have these things closed before 1 o'clock, by the way. Crowd pullback. This is what you look for. I mean, we talk about these pullbacks, not chasing. This is what you look for all the time. You see this? We talked about this morning, really strong, but it's too strong. You don't want to be chasing it up here. You think that it's just going to keep going, but this is what you look for. See this bounce back here? This is the VWAP right there. Okay, let's take a look at it on the SPY Super System. There it is right there. Right? It's come back. It's pulled back a little bit. And now it's just riding along. You're kind of waiting for this momentum to turn blue. See the momentum indicator right here? It's still below 20. As soon as that pops above 20, this is going to go blue. And the steeper it goes, the better it is to take it. But right now, you don't take it yet. And again, AVGO for lottery. See how the momentum is popped right up here? Stock to pull back, hit the VWAP, bouncing off of it, momentum going in your direction. That gives you quite a nice edge. All right, so we're out of VRT for a nice profit. We're out of the other VRT for a nice profit. Roblex is starting to look better. And JP Morgan was a beautiful lottery trade this morning, in at 38. I get out at several different ways of prices along the way, but my final sell on that was for in for 38, out for $1.02. Trading right at 79 cents right now. AVGO trading at 52 cents right now. They're at 275s. But 11:15 again. Market closes 1 hour and 45 minutes. Took some of those AVGOs, 275 calls. These are lotteries. It either works or it doesn't. So be prepared to you gotta price it for that's gotta go to zero. I took the 275s and I paid 52 cents for them. $52 a contract. Okay, be right back. Oh. charging me for one? I have no clue. But I'm throwing one out, but now I've still got two. All right, had to step away for a minute. See what AVGO is doing here. It's moving up to a 275. I did take some AVGO lotteries. Paid 52 cents for them. They're trading at 64 right now. So we'll see where it goes. I'm looking to see if it can get through the 275 strike price. Then it would, once they go in the money, they typically move up penny for penny. Again, I got out of JPM. Started to pull back, and again, when they pull back on these lotteries, when you're out of the money on these things, or even in the money a little bit, they deteriorate really quickly on the day of expiration, especially when the expiration is at 1 o'clock today, as opposed to normally at 4. All right. Again, had beautiful trades today, 2 VRT trades. Both of the VRT trades were profitable. That was pretty fortuitous. One we get out at 7:15, that's now down to 6:55. One we get out at 10:65, that's down to 10:03. So I think we exited a good spot. I mean, they could keep going up next week, but I'm happy with that. Roblex today up 1.5%, trading at 625. 625. I mean, not 625. 104. $5 in the money on this right now. Again, still watching AVGO, watching that lottery move up here. It's at 270. We're in the money on the lottery now. 275 is in the money. That's what you like to see. You want to take them just slightly out of the money. When they get into the money, they start to move really nicely. So really nice AVGO. That was a beautiful call out on AVGO in the room. Shy. That was Shy's call. That AVGO. Really nice. Striking the AVGO again. We have already told you that. Feels like everything is frozen all of a sudden. Am I still in any lotteries, Gary? Just the AVGO. Just the AVGO lottery. And I'm not going to hang around in it very long. It's hovering right around 275. It got as high today, the high today on AVGO, 275.80. What do I mean by a lottery, Suzanne? Suzanne, a lottery we take, it's on expiration day, so it would only on Fridays. Typically you take them late in the afternoon, but on a day like today, when you've got a market expiring at 1 o'clock, this is like late in the afternoon. So you take a stock that you think you take it out of the money call or an out of the money put on a stock that you think can get into the money quickly before the market closes. So with AVGO, I took it when it was around 274.50 or so, and I took 275, looking for it to get up to 275. And I took it as a bullish stock. You can see the pullback here, you see the bounce. Here it goes, the momentum comes up to blue, and we take it here with a 275, and I paid, I think 52 cents for it. Because it wasn't, it was out of the money. It wasn't going to be, they can get them cheap. So the whole idea is to get them cheap and make money on them and get out of them before the day is over and close them out. Sometimes, there are lotteries. Lottery means that it's just like a scratch-off ticket or a lottery ticket. It's either going to win for you nicely or you got to rip it up and throw it out. That's what happens with these. They either work or they don't work. And right now that AVGO is I get in at 52, is now trading at 81. So the gains can be pretty large percentage-wise, but you can't put an awful lot of money into these things because there's an awful lot of risk. So I'm just watching AVGO to see if I get any kind of momentum loss on this thing. If it moves up from here, these things could go a lot higher. But as soon as it starts to pull back, the premium's going to start draining out of them very quickly. Very quickly. They'll come out of these things in a flash if it starts to move back down, because there's very little time to expiration. It's all time decay. Once it gets back down below 275, it's all time decay. It's just going to tear the money out of those lotteries like crazy. So that's what we call them, a lottery. Again, I'm in 52. It's right now at 72. You see how it's hovering around 275. I need to see it move back up toward 276. But they typically move penny for penny when they're in the money like this, except that the time decay can be a killer, because they're trading at 275s, right? So it's 275 now. It's 274.96. So I have no intrinsic value in those options at all right now. They're trading at 65 cents. So basically, I've got 65 cents worth of time decay and volatility built into that option right now, which is the market. If the stock pulls back, it's going to bleed that money out of there like crazy. So that it went from 52 to 82. Now it's 62, and if it doesn't get back above 275, that 62 is going to go down to about 20 cents in no time. So that's why the lotteries, they're something you have to learn how to trade. But of course, a lot of people need to do that. So you have to basically, you take a position and you assume you're going to lose all the money on it, and if it works, it's a big bonus. Arlo stock that I also have options on. Arlo, we talked about quite a long time ago. Up this morning about 4% on Arlo. Pretty nice. Finally breaking out. This is Arlo. I was looking for a breakout on this level here. It's taken forever to try to get above there and stay above it. It just hasn't been able to stay above it. Gets above it, pulls back, gets above it, pulls back, gets above it, pulls back. I think I took it here when it actually got above it and stayed above it, and then it pulled right back to the 15. But notice how nicely the 15 is holding here, and now we're breaking back above it again. So I have a chance of making some money on Arlo. I paid $273 for the Arlo 15s. Right now they're going for $265. So I'm pretty much breaking even on these things. They don't expire till the 18th. I've got them till the 18th of July. So I'm going to give them a little bit of time. I want to see if this breakout holds. I'm just down a dime on these things right now. Again, AVGO needs to get back up above this this 275 level, or it's just going to bleed money. Right now, they're going for 61 cents. Again, I paid 52 for them. They're going for 61. So that's pricing in at 275.61. But the more time that goes by, the more those are going to drop unless this thing starts moving up into the 275 and higher. Again, we've got market closes at 1, so it's kind of late on those things. Hey Ryan, how are you this morning? On a doji sandwich on Moderna. Is it possible doji sandwich? Yeah, it is a possible doji sandwich. Did it close high enough yesterday to be valid? Yes, it did. Yeah, that's a valid doji sandwich. What he's talking about is a doji sandwich setup, not the actual doji sandwich. Doji sandwich setup is a big green candle. This is green, even though it's blue on my Pacey 2000 chart, because that means that the momentum is breaking out of compression. This was a big green candle. Now we're getting a doji. If you get it open on Monday that's green, a lot of times you'll get another candle about the size of the previous one here. So that went on was 28.62 to 30.65, about $2. So you would look for like a $2 gain on Monday if it opens green. But that's a doji sandwich setup right there. Nice look on that one, Brian. AVGO not really doing me any favors here right now. And you know, the market's going to get, I suspect it's going to get pretty slow. I reduced my position on AVGO a little bit. I got in at 52. I took some of them off at 62. Hey, Suzanne. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, look, there are lotteries that it's you just can't just pick any stock. You've got to find something that looks good. I mean, if you look at JPM today, that was taken before the ISM number came out on the services this morning. Um, so it was moving up pretty nicely, and thought that if the number was decent, that it would continue, which it did. So, but I wouldn't touch it. But it was nice. It was nice. It was a nice long stock. It had a good day so far. It was bullish, just like AVGO has a decent day. And what you're looking for is slightly out of the money that can get into the money. And so it was again 275 would have been just out of the money when I took it, and I got it fairly cheaply. So that's the key with lotteries is you buy them cheap. You buy a stock that's either very bullish or very bearish, likely to pull back and then bounce, and then take that bounce and ride it up, and make some nice money on the options. I mean, you can make, that one on JP Morgan, originally get in for 38, and then I get out for 72, and I get out for at the end $1.02. So that's 38 to $1.02. That's about 200%. Okay. Quarter at 12. Market closes at 1. I won't take any lunch till 1 today. I'll wait till the market closes. Some relative strength stocks here. ON, semiconductor stock, Taiwan semiconductor stock, leading both of them at the top here. Arista Networks, not very impressive there. MU, Hewlett Packard, Cisco. I got another little run today. That was a nice one the other day. Chipotle. Here's your new all-time highs, annual highs. Nvidia pulling back. LAXT. This is a Momo. Hasn't done much. Irene, CCL, Caribbean Cruise, Carnival Cruise. Sorry. Bank. Sorry about that. VGO hovering down here. I'm probably going to take this off. We don't have enough time to the close. I don't expect a big, huge rally, so I'm going to take profits in it. Again, I took some of it off at 62. I'm probably going to take the rest off now. Actually, I closed the whole thing out. I didn't know I did. Thought I had put in a smaller number. Anyway, so I'm out of AVGO. Again, I'm out of the AVGO lottery. I closed the whole position at 62. I didn't know that, but I get in 52 out of 62. Fairly small profit on it. But JP Morgan, I'm out of that. That was a nice one this morning. And again, VRT, we're out of both of those. Just pulled back a little bit. Roblex was still in, which is had a pretty good day today. 1.2%. And Sarepta back down below that 1830 level, which is nice. So still staying short Sarepta, long long Roblex, closed everything else out. Ryan, I typically wait till the next day to take something like Moderna on a doji sandwich setup. Yeah, because there's no confirmation that the doji sandwich is going to actually take off. It's going to work until you get until you see how it opens the next morning. I mean, it could easily pull back, So Moderna is kind of extended here on the daily chart. If you look at Moderna right here, if you look at the extension, right? So here's Moderna. It's trading at $30.56, right? The 8 exponential moving average on this thing is 28.57. So basically, it's $2 extended from the 8. And if I look at the ATR, it's about $1.36. So it's not overly extended, but it's extended more than 1.5 ATR. So it's a little extended, but still not bad. But I'd be waiting for the setup on Monday on this one. So Cruz, if you haven't never heard of a doji sandwich, you have a position in GTX. Would be smart to get out and only get back in if it opens green on Monday. GTX, let me look. Yeah, it's another doji sandwich setup. I don't know. It depends if you've got stock in that or if you've got options in that. I don't know. I don't know enough about your position. It's definitely setting up a doji sandwich setup, but it has resistance at 1124. So I think if it was me, if I was in that stock and I was in profits, I'd take the profits and then take a look at it again on Monday. There's a lot of interesting names, Sir Cruz, for the candlestick setups, patterns. Doji sandwich is one of them. J hooks is another, which is just basically a PBO, a J hook that pulls back and bounces. Lots of different names like that. You've got stock. Yeah, I don't know if it's 1124 as a resistance in GTX. All right, you get a resistance level right here, 1124. It's at 11 right now. Is the high for the day, 1115. I'd be leery of that resistance level right there. Now, you see this, the top of this big red candle here with this big pull down, and then it comes up to it. The reason this is a important resistance level is everybody that was long on GTX, when this thing pulled back, when they get long in this price right in here, they get long. They said it pulled back and went against them, and then it came up, and they could have got out here, but if they were still in the trade, they're all underwater here pretty badly. So now it's coming up, so it's getting near the level where approximately the level that they bought the stock, right? So that's going to be a bunch of human nature is traders do exactly the wrong thing. When it goes back up and they break even if it's bullish, they take profits or they take break even. So you're going to get a lot of people selling this stock when it gets close to that 1124. So you'll see that it moved up through it, came back, went up and tested it, came right back down again, and now we're waiting to see what happens when it gets there. But I suspect there's going to be a bunch of selling when it gets around 1124. You don't have any profit, you pretty much just opened it. Well, I mean, it's bullish. you can. I would hold it and see what happens when it gets to 1124. You don't want it to go there and hit and turn around, head back down again. All right, so just be cautious of that. I mean, just got in, so I'm not going to tell you just go ahead and just get out. But I mean, I wouldn't be buying it here. I'd be waiting to see what it did. Let's buy 626.08, new all-time high. %, not bad. No, not bad. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, no, it was 20% on the AVGO. I'll take it. So Ryan, you got really tilted that you missed on the big Oracle move, so I took one singular 260 call for July 18th and made 100% on it today. Not your best emotional discipline, but it worked. But listen, it's important to understand that you took the trade based on an emotional response, not a technical response. I mean, it worked out, okay, and Oracle was a nice one. But, you know, it didn't necessarily have to continue up today. So, but you understand that you made a trade on emotion and it worked out. I wouldn't say that it's a bad trade because Oracle is a very strong stock. I wouldn't fault you for actually taking the calls. You know, it's just you get in because you missed it. It turned out to be one of the better trades, but take the money and just think about that. You journaled it as a terrible trade, but it was $40, and I was completely aware of the fact that I could lose it all. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's what you have to do. And you know, listen, when you take trades, a lot of times people take trades and they try to justify it. Typically what they're doing is they're gambling, and they just want to justify taking a crazy trade as a gamble, or a bad trade as a gamble. But you know, call it what it is. Call it a gamble. You're not really taking a good technical trade. You're taking a gamble, and that's fine. But as long as you understand that and don't try to think that that kind of strategy is going to work consistently. You put those under bad trade, got lucky. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. Shy, bad trade, got lucky, which is what he put it down as a terrible trade. You know, listen, mindset and your trading mentality is the hardest thing to really work on when you're trading. It's the thing that can really kill your trades. You just emotions can kill you. It's really hard to avoid them. I mean, everybody gets them. I mean, I have FOMO when I see trades ripping off. You don't think I want to go in and buy some, but I don't do it because I've been burned so many times that I know better. I try to relate that to everybody in the room to explain, you know, because people will take trades and they're bad trades and they'll win money and they'll tell me this was a good trade. It was, you know, you said it was a bad trade. It was a good trade. It made money. Whether you make money or don't make money on a trade doesn't make it a good trade or a bad trade. You can make money on bad trades. You can lose money on good trades, but you have to be consistent with your strategies. And over time, if you're taking bad trades, you're going to end up losing money and you're going to end up blowing up your account. Sneezing up a storm here. Sneezing up a storm. What'd you do? Another hour to the close. teasing up a storm. I think I just inhaled something. How you doing, Allison? Hanging in there? Good. I'm sneezing up a storm out here.
Yeah, don't worry. All's well.
Yeah.
All is well. All is well. Yeah, she left her shoe out there in the rain.
Yeah, in the rain.
But it was under the umbrella.
Well, that was good.
Yeah. I'm a little hungry.
I'm hungry too, but I'm gonna wait till the market closes.
Yeah, I know. Just need something. Okay. Testing.
SPY reached a new all-time high, starting to pull back slightly. Again, the market's getting pretty slow here. Volume down quite a bit here today. 5-minute volume dropping off as well. As we get closer and closer to the market closes in 1 hour. 1 hour. Remember that for any options that you've got on. They've got to be, whoops, got my mic off. Market closes in 1 hour. SPY pulling back a little bit. Any options you've got that expire today, you need to get them resolved by 1 o'clock. Again, I'm out of AVGO. Still trying to bounce a little bit here now. I'm out of JP Morgan. I'm out of all my lotteries. We're just an hour to go in the day. And we took some nice profits in VRT. And we took some nice profits in, well, those are the two. We had 2 VRT trades on. And we're still watching Robalex. Having a nice day today in Robalex. And Sarepta, which bounced up a little bit this morning, starting to pull down now and going red, which is what we want to see. Just looking back at the trades, we haven't had a losing trade all the whole month of June, and July so far. Of course, July has just started. It's just started, but we haven't had any losing trades for the whole month of June. We didn't have a lot of trades, but we won money on all of them. It was really a pretty good percentage gain. It was pretty good. In this kind of a market, it's been very volatile market, very news driven, lots of gaps ups and down. But the market has been just marching higher and higher here now for, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row. We had one day that actually was red, but by barely. So, pretty nice move in the market. New all-time highs just keep occurring here. 626.08 is a new all-time high in the market.
It won't be long yet, yeah. It won't be long yet.
All right, see if we get some questions here. He says this is always have to I have to learn the hard way, no matter how many times people say things till you get burned the hard way, you don't learn. I don't know. I mean, I think it hopes to educate people on some of the mistakes that they could possibly make. Suzanne, have a great weekend. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Listen, I appreciate the good wishes for my wife. Thanks very much, Suzanne. Have a great weekend. Nice long weekend, everybody. Joe, waiting on Monday's price action, pretty much waiting on a pullback in the indexes to reload, but keep day trading. Yeah, that's about all you can do, Joe. I mean, it's hard to chase swings way up here. I don't think I'm going to add anything today for a swing type trade. But I'm still trying to move back up again. Maybe today's will be the day URGN closes above the 8. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it's off the 8. It's still, I don't know what I can't remember if you have options on that. This is still a bullish setup on URGN. This is a nice, again, I like this trade. It hasn't gone anywhere, but it's a nice bull flag. See the big bull flag here, big volume. Just compressing, staying above the 8 and the 15, staying above the 15, getting above the 8. Got to get through this 14, but it has a huge upside potential on this thing with URGN. All right, now it has earnings on 8/12, but I really like this stock. I made money on this thing. I'm tempted to take more further out in time here. Good month so far. 87 Joe said 87.5 win rate, 21 and 21 wins, 2 losses. Yeah, beautiful. And 2 open. Yeah, that's an excellent record, Joe. Obviously. Shai, have a great weekend. Appreciate it. Thanks for all you do for the room. I appreciate that. Have a great weekend. I really like this SEZL, but you can't trade it. The options are impossible to trade. Too expensive. We're gonna wait till Monday on URGN. I like it here. I do like it here, but I'm gonna wait for a 14-14 break. But I do like this URGN still. Again, we took profits in that a while back, but some folks are still in it, and it's been just basically just sidestepping, moving sideways for most of the time here. Triple Qs trying to bounce up. IWM right there. AVGO, which I took profits in, small profit. I took about 20% profits, $10 on a 52 entry, not bad. And again, underneath it, that and JP Morgan as well, just hanging around 295.50. So I'm out of all those lotteries. We got about 50 minutes, 48 minutes to the close. Again, for everybody, have a great weekend, nice long weekend. Enjoy your holiday weekend, and come back on Monday refreshed. We'll see what the market does. If there's likely to be some news, they're likely to pass that spending bill today. Frankly, I think most of the spending bill, like it or not, is going to be bullish for the market. But I think most of it's already priced in. I think they're assuming that this market thing is going to pass, so that's what they're doing. This core weave. Look at this core weave go. Pulled back down. It's a PBO right now in core weave. Expensive stock, very volatile, but it is pulled back down. Get below the 8, the 15 this morning. Get below the 15 yesterday. Now it's back up above the 8. Tesla just holding the 50-day moving average here right now. Bounced off of the 200 this morning. What was that? Ruthie? Allison, you want to get something to eat before you leave? Perhaps.
Huh?
You might want to get something to eat before you leave.
Nothing matters anymore.
Nothing
Nothing matters anymore.
Nothing. Oh, good. There's some
All right.
scoring.
So we got 43 minutes to the close. All right. A lot of people staying here. A lot of hardcore traders. CoreWeave would actually make a nice lottery trade. I wish it wasn't so late in the day. 162.50. Pretty nice lottery trade on CoreWeave. Pretty big move in CoreWeave today. About 6.5%. Bouncing off a pretty deep low on a PBO here on CoreWeave. But I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it for anything other than just a lottery. I'm not going to touch it. We'll wait till Monday. Looks like a nice setup though for long, but they're so damn expensive. These options on CoreWeave. I mean, if you go to July 11th on the 160 calls, 640 by 685, which isn't that bad, but you only got about $1 of intrinsic value in them.
Should have stayed up all night just to get things, whatever.
Should have what?
Stayed up all night. Might as well have.
Stayed up all night?
Would have made more sense.
You wouldn't be in any condition to do anything today. You wouldn't be in any condition to do
Doesn't
anything.
matter. I'd be there. That's all that matters.
Oh, if you stayed up all night.
That's all that matters.
It's not all that
It
matters.
is. It's everything.
No, it's not. Oh, God. And CoreWeave pulls back. See, we get on a lottery like that, you get a pullback like that with very little time left to go. It clobbers the whole thing. So that's why they're called lotteries. I do like the stock for a setup for next week, though. I'm making a note on that. it's very volatile, and I would, this something like this, I would likely try to take a debit spread on it on Monday. Trading 160.
Bit of rain coming there.
Oh yeah.
Raining.
William, you had a surprisingly profitable day. Was expecting much less movement. Yeah, I was too. I'm very surprised. Suzanne, seasoned trader friend, spoke of CoreWeave and the stablecoin trade trending. Yeah, very volatile. Very, very volatile, these things. CoreWeave is, I've played it several times, but I usually use debit spreads when I trade it during the day, because it moves around an awful lot. But it's bouncing here again. Again, the 160 to 162.50 lotteries, which expire now in 33 minutes, they get hit hard when the stock pulled back. So right now they were going for 75 cents. Now they're going for 47 cents. So it's going to get above that 162.50. Still got a whole dollar to go, which is a long way. But of course, for this stock, that's not that much. Here it was going from 160.34 all the way up to 160, 167. So. What? Oh. Did you get hold of Linda? No.
Huh?
Did you get a hold of Linda? No. Linda?
Yeah, there's two heirlooms that are gonna
Oh, really?
get married. I hate that. Surprised already?
"24 minutes to the close, everybody. So I hope everybody has a great long weekend this weekend. We got a 3-day weekend coming up, and enjoy yourself. Again, we're back on Monday to do it all again. See if the market continues on up or not. So again, have a great long weekend. Enjoy yourself. Again, I'll be here till the close, but I don't think I'm going to do anything here at this point. I'm actually going to take a call debit spread on CoreWeave, a 160, 170 for next week. Call debit spread for next week, 160, 170 on CoreWeave, CRWV. Very speculative type trade here. The 160, 170 right now is going for about 340. A little expensive actually, but not bad. CRWV, I'm going to take a debit spread on that, call debit spread on CoreWeave. So I took a 160, 170 call debit spread on CoreWeave. I actually get filled at 315 on it. So I'm in CoreWeave, call debit spread 315, the 160, 170. I do like that. I mean, I like the setup of this thing. And the reason I'm taking this is, again, for this thing to get to 170 is basically nothing. This cut off of this candle right here is 173. Top of this candle up here for this week is 183, so 184 almost. So it's got plenty of room to get to 170 if it bounces. I'm trading a PBO here, a PBO off of the 15 and the 8 with a bounce up, and in a stock that's been trending up and moving up, pulling back, bouncing, pulling back, and bouncing. That's what I'm trading on, just CoreWeave. 160, 170 for 315 call debit spread expiring next week. Next week, not today. Next week. There's a SPY with a new all-time high.
Mom, when did you say the cleaners are coming? When did you say the cleaners are coming? Dang it, I wish well, no, what I'm saying is I would have just left it. It would have been fine. Like, I was trying to clean up the cleaners. I did.
We can adjust the cleaners anyway.
Well, no, but I'll be back way before then.
Oh, before Wednesday?
Dang it.
Yeah, it's rain. Yeah.
It's a little stupid. I mean, I did need to sort some stuff out, but not that much. God damn it.
All right, so we're wrapping it up here. Again, I did take a 160, 170 core weave call debit spread for next week. For next week, I'm not going to put it on here. It's too late. It's like quarter of one. Market closes in 15 minutes. But I like that. I paid $3.15 for it. The 160, 170 core weave call debit spread expiring next week. 7-Eleven. Paid $3.15. It's going in for $3.45 right now. All right, everybody. So I imagine everybody is. I've still got a lot of people in the room. Hardcore here. Sergio, happy holidays. Hey, have a great weekend, Sergio. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Gary, I said 160, 170. That's correct. 160. Buy the 160, sell the 170 for next Friday, July 7-Eleven. Maybe 7-Eleven will be lucky. Did I pay $3.15 and $3.50, Sergio? I paid $3.15 for the debit. I paid $3.15. Hey, Suzanne. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks for everything. I appreciate it. We'll have a great You have a great 4th of July weekend. Yeah, William. I know the IV on the on core weave is very high, so it makes it harder to take gains early in the week. But I like the setup on it here, and I don't want to miss any kind of a gap up on Monday. So I'm going to wait and see. That's CRWV, Anthony. CRWV, right here. It's core weave. CRWV. Look, it's already running here. I mean, I'm going to watch it. I may take it off at the end of the day. I don't know, but it's jumping up here. It shouldn't go up too much today because it doesn't expire until next week. But it's CRWV, and it's right now it's going for 377, which is getting a little bit too high. I mean, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't spend more than 330, 340 on it. Generally speaking, you're looking to get 3 to 1 on this, and right now it's trading at 382. 415 is going to get me out, and I'll do it again on Monday. I put a sell order in core wave for 415. If I can get $100 a contract on it, I'll take it. With 11 minutes to the close, I'll close it out for $100 a contract profit and revisit it again on Monday. This is making a really, really nice move, and that's core weave. Called that the core weave lotteries that were 75 cents are out trading at $1.75. 9 minutes to the close, everyone. 9 minutes to the close. I'm just watching my core weave called debit spread. I got a 415 sell order in it. I paid 315 for it. We'll see what happens. The spreads are pretty wide, so the midpoint's jumping all over the place. It jumps above 415, it drops down to 380. It's just all over the place. But I wouldn't be surprised that I would get filled on it here. I took profits in core weave. So I'm out of core weave for 415 out for a nice profit here. Okay, so I'm out of core weave. Close that down. I think it's flying here. All right, so I'm out of everything here. Cool. They took profits on that. I'll revisit again on Monday for a debit spread for next week, but that was too much of a quick gain to pass up, so I took it. So we'll be watching Monday to maybe take it again. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to shut everything down. YouTube folks, thanks for being here today. I appreciate it. Ryan, have a great long weekend. Enjoy yourself. Okay, I'm going to shut down the YouTube feed. Thank you very much. See everybody on YouTube on Monday at around 11 o'clock. Have a great long weekend, everybody.